Here we are now at the Georgia Ports Authority Mason Mega Rail on the Garden City Terminal. We've heard a lot about the Mega Rail over the years as we build it. You've seen it on paper, but now we're here to show it to you in real life. So the Mega Rail's coming along. We're building 85,000 feet of track. As you can see, the new track being laid and a brand new overpass for the trains to pass under. And as we come over, you'll see the chassis yard on the left side with more track to be laid for the S-turn. We pass over Route 307, and then we make the turn. And on the turn, you'll see on the left side the brand new bundle of 9 tracks with 2 rail-mounted gantry cranes. It is fully operational as of last month. And on the right side, the construction is now happening to bring the second bundle of 9 tracks operational. At the end of the day, folks, what we're talking about here is we'll be able to handle 6 10,000-foot trains simultaneously. And I'm so pleased to tell you that we have with us 3 special guests. First, I want to introduce Mike Symonanis, who's with Allenberg Cotton. Mike, you're a director of freight there. You oversee all international domestic freight at Allenberg. We've also got Cliff Pyron, the Chief Commercial Officer for the Georgia Ports Authority. Cliff, thank you for being here with us. And finally, our Chief Operations Officer, Ed McCarthy, who's been with the Georgia Ports now almost 5 years. So Mike, let's kick it off with you. I know that you're also the voice of Memphis. What have you seen in your time as far as the connection of Savannah to Memphis? Is it improving? Are we competing on a cost basis? How are we doing?
Over the last number of years, as you guys have made these investments, we see more cargo coming in, which gives us equipment availability in Memphis. And again, cotton as a crop is both local, right? Georgia's the second biggest producing state in the nation right now. And then the 4 states of the Mid-South, so Arkansas, West Tennessee, Missouri, and Mississippi, it's an important growing area. So we're connecting to GPA intermodally, and those connections have become more certain. There's been more options available. The East Coast is a natural gateway to a number of markets. Turkey, the Indian subcontinent, Latin America, and as the services have gotten faster to China or direct service to South Vietnam, those are key markets for us. And so the transit time difference, where a customer may have not been willing to wait 14 to 21 days in the old days, as the services have gotten faster from Savannah to the foreign market, it's allowing this to be another option as well, right? For the stuff that's the not traditional gateway for the East Coast port. We're gonna naturally go where the capacity, equipment availability, vessel spaces to serve our customers. We're not looking to compete both coasts against each other, but there's a lot of inherent advantages in Georgia and through the Port of Savannah that allows us to kind of move our crop specifically through the Southeast and through you guys.
Cliff, Mike talked a lot about the export side. Why don't you tell us what's happening from a GPA perspective and growth to Memphis and what you're seeing on the imports?
Well, it's been exciting growth at the Georgia Ports Authority. Intermodal has been our fastest growing market, and Memphis has been the fastest growing of those intermodal markets. So over 43% in the last 3 years, but it just continues to explode for us going into Memphis particularly. So we are very excited with this mega rail product and the value that it's going to bring to the Georgia Ports Authority.
So Cliff, on any given year, as you know, we're running at about 18 to 20%. Rail is running 18 to 20% of marine lifts. Where do you see us going over the next 5 years, given the mega rail coming online?
I think really we're forecasting within 5 years it would probably be between 25 to 27% of our lift. So as we continue to go through our gateway here, our intermodal lift is going to continue to outpace our other growth here through the port. So it is an exciting time.
So Ed, that's a lot of lifts. Can you handle it?
He doesn't concern me at all. Absolutely, we can handle it. The beauty of this project is these 9 tracks, between the 2 bundles, we'll be able to handle 6 10,000-foot long trains. That's over 12 miles of rail track being loaded and unloaded every single day. Get unit trains out to Memphis, Chicago, St. Louis. We're already doing it to Atlanta. So yes, we can absolutely handle it.
No, that's great. When Ed McCarthy started with us a couple of years back, he looked at our time to connect from ship to rail, and we were in that, let's call it 48-hour range. And Ed said, we're going to be world-class. We're going to get it to 24 hours. And I'm proud to say, Ed, under your leadership, we've done that.
The first thing that we did was recognize that coming off the vessel, the containers just were not reaching the rail timely enough. And the team really brainstormed some efficiency ideas on how to work it through the stacks. We've worked with some of our ocean carriers on block stowing on the vessel. So a lot of those partnership aspects has been tremendous.
The ability to connect to the vessel more consistently, more reliably out of the interior, I think just improves the value proposition over the long term. Having a strategic vision that extends beyond the state your port's in to really look at the network and how you can connect with your customers further away is a visionary way to look at things that is really going to be beneficial for the shipping community in the United States.
Well, guys, we could have picked a better day with a little overcast, but you all are looking more colorful than you looked before we started, and I want to appreciate that we appreciate the Savannah sun here. Mike, thank you so much for making the time to come join us at the Georgia ports, and Cliff and Ed, thank you also for the great comments you've made.